Do you guys remember that time when I was speaking about this game about pranking your neighbor?
What about it?
It's time to play it. I took my pills today. So I remember every single episode and prank in this game. So I'm just going to screen share the game to you guys. I promise you that we will have one hell of a laugh today.
Why does one game that you picked look like it was made in the Stone Age? What the hell is this interface, and what is wrong with this little shithead? Just breaking into someone's house like that. I hope he'll get his ass whooped.
Actually, we can get our ass kicked if we're not careful enough. So if I forget something, you might get what you wanted. Oh, and the number of pranks will only grow with each episode, so don't worry about the 4 pranks we will get this episode.
While you two were yapping, I quickly Googled up descriptions of the episode, and for this one it says that Mr. Rottweiler, what a stupid name for antagonist, by the way, he is just a loud, lazy, dirty pervert that mainly just watches TV and peeps on the women living the opposite street. Wow, it's actually a pretty crazy start, and I don't feel sorry for him one bit.
I would just calm down for the sake of making it more close to the home. He is fat like Donald, he is a pervert like Donald, and he rages at every single thing that is opposed to him or does not work like he intended it to do.
You just messed up the microwave and binoculars of this honest working man. I get that. He's poor, so he deserves everything bad, but you are taking it too far, Joe. Messing with his antenna and making this god-awful fart prank that you got straight from the Jurassic era. Looney Tunes prank.
Look at this part coming up. It's hilarious, and you're gonna crack a good old laugh with that one. His eyes got stuck in binoculars, made them look so ridiculously huge in them.
Barack, I need your help. We have to hide pills away from this guy because he somehow gets even more cringe after gaining consciousness back.
Now don't be a hater, Donald. It wasn't funny for you, but this game was made all the way back in 2003. This man just got hit with a nostalgia for this game, so he reacted the same he would 20 years ago. It's nothing to be ashamed of. We all have our sweet nostalgia treats that we regularly visit back to feel like we're back in whatever year we want. Anyway, second episode is described to be Donald just watching TV and consuming batshit crazy amount of beer during this marathon. So what do you have in mind, Joe?
This is all fake news, so fake. And I never touched alcohol in my whole life except for some champagne during important events, but that would be about it. I always stay clear, and that's why my mind is so sharp and always know how to make some of that good green hard cash.
Congrats, you just got to the Forbes top 500 list for the first time ever. That means that there's still about 500 people that are way richer than you, so get in the line, fatty. So for this episode, we will use this saw in his chair to make him fall. But we can't do that while he constantly walks back there with his beer. So I'm going to lace his beer with some pills that will make his guts turn inside out. And to stall him for even longer in bathroom, I will also make some mess in his bathroom because this saw thing takes a lot of time to finish.
Okay, but remember that last episode got only 97% ratings from the audience, so it's still worse than the greatest show of all time under my lead, Apprentice. Every single episode until season 14 ended got 100% ratings from the fans, no sweat. I think everyone knows at this point that it is one of the biggest, if not already, piece of exquisite cinematical craft. And to follow it up, my autobiography coming up probably next year called literally, The Apprentice will be another huge chunk of cinematical history coming up in the same year that I'm going to sit back in the Oval Office for my righteous second term. And remember, dear Americans, that I'm going to settle all the wars in the first 24 hours. My ass is going to get settled back in the office.
Yeah, that shit is categorically not true, and you won't settle shit. We all know you will somehow involve Kim Jong-un in the Israeli war and make allies with Putin, and you will share Ukraine 50-50. We need to get me for the Joe for the second term. He is our only hope in these dark times upon us. What the fuck is this audio? Jesus, a game released today would never contain something so disgusting.
You are such a snowflake, and you just exposed that you are running the things behind the back like a puppet master. You even said once that you'd have no problem with running the things like this for your third term. You are snitching on yourself so damn hard.
You know what, if I could make an arrangement where I had a stand-in, a front man or front woman, and they had an earpiece in, and I was just in my basement in my sweats, looking through the stuff, and then I could sort of deliver the lines, but somebody else was doing all the talking and ceremony. I'd be fine with that.
No way! How could you expose us like that, Barack? Your fucking pride got the best of you, of course.
If we already went so far with this, then why not just say stuff like this jokingly? We are covered by Secret Service. Nothing will get out. We were friends for over 15 years now. People will just see our meetings and treat them as a regular friend hangouts, which to be honest, they are, regardless.
And here we are, finishing yet another episode, but again with 97% ratings. Third time the charm, right guys?
We're never gonna make it.
It's Donald's birthday, and he celebrates this happy day with his best friend. Himself, he blows out the candle and wishes himself all the best. Now and then he takes a quick peek into his letterbox to see if anyone has sent him a birthday card or maybe even a parcel. Geez, this is exactly how I imagine Trump birthdays.
This time we're going to hurt him and perform an actual terrorist attack on his ass. I always call it a George prank.
For legal reasons, that's a joke.
We got to make Donald's mom look more like him. Let me just make a few quick adjustments.
Real fucking funny, Mr. Wrinkles.
Now we're going to fucking amputate his arm because why not?
This game gets more unhinged every episode. It ramps up so quickly that I bet that we're going to electrocute this guy by the end of this game.
What? How did you know that?
Jesus Christ, I was just joking. What in the actual fuck, man?
Don't worry though. Today we're just playing season 1, so none of that will be happening. Speaking on that matter, write in the comments if you want to see the season 2 guys, because it's up to you if you want to see more of this stuff or not.
Yeah, don't worry, because tonight we're just hurting his arm and exploding a dynamite stick in his kitchen. Real fucking chill, right?
There is no way that we got 97% for the third time in a row. This game is rigged, I'm telling you. I know a rigged thing when I see it.
Next episode is all about Donald eating his apple pie and mentions a toilet escapade. I wonder what it means.
Are you acoustic? They mean a motherfucking diarrhea coming through. Isn't it obvious?
We're just going to repeat the same process from the beer episode. Many of the pranks in this game repeat, so most of the time you can guess what will be next. Now we have more items to loot from his house, but there are also more items to interact with. That's why we have 7 pranks that we can pull off.
First pranks that come to my mind are the 3 in bathroom that were already done, which are of course toilet paper clogging the toilet, bar of soap on the floor, and hair restorer as his deodorant. We can also paint on the picture of his mother for some sick fucking reason and replace his whipped cream with shaving foam. But what's the other 2?
First is the one you forgot, an egg in a fucking microwave, and I'm going to show you the second one in a sec. I replaced his whipped cream with shaving foam, so now I'm going to replace his shaving foam with super glue, so his hands will stick to his cheeks and his face will tear apart. This will be the super duper most hilarious prank you could ever pull off.
If we're gonna have 97% ratings once again, I'm gonna fucking off you for trolling our gameplay, so we won't ever get a perfect score.
Let's wait and see it then.
That's it! Get here, you little frail-looking sag of bones! I'm going to physically hurt you!
No, get off me, you fat chunk of lard.
What the fuck, Donald? Leave him alone!
Subscribe to Oval Office Gaming right now or Barack will go get your oil with his drones.